Dream Team? It's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video. Guys, here we are with, if you're an American living abroad, tell me why you would never go back. I've never been out of this country, and so I don't know how it's like in other places. But if I had a bad experience, I would be scared to leave again. So I'm excited to see what this is about. Well, before we jump in, y'all know I need y'all to smack that subscribe button, ring notification bell, give a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Social media, Patreon, all up top. You subscribe any of it. Put all the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link, follow me, talk to me. I love talking to you guys, and I'm human. I talk back. If you got a favorite video you want to see me react to, there's a Patreon up top you can subscribe to, or in the description section there's a Google form link. What we got?
Abroad, please tell me why you would never go back.
Because I don't have to worry about affording my health insurance, because my kids can go outside and play without me having to worry because the crime rates are so much lower, public transportation, 30 plus vacation days a year, so much paid paternal leave, because my son is now bilingual and working on becoming trilingual, because I'll save $100,000 in my son's paid university tuition, because I no longer have to worry about my own student loans, because even though I live in the most religious state, I'm not shamed for being atheist, because I can actually afford daycare, because my kids don't have to worry about being unalived at school, and because my taxes actually go towards helping other families.
Why am I still here? Wait, what am I still doing here? Because she just told me all the reasons that I need to go. But I do love America. I don't think I'd ever leave. But dang, all those reasons sounded good. Sheesh. Okay.
Arrived at school, and because my taxes actually go towards helping other families.
Let me count the ways. I'll go ahead and start with this. In 2021 in the US, there are at least 149 incidents of gunfire on school grounds, resulting in 32 deaths and 94 injuries nationally. In Costa Rica, there were 0. Because here in Costa Rica, we love people more than guns. And overall, the Costa Rican people want to take care of one another. So although there's a small subset of people that argue over things like masks and vaccine mandate, it's not the norm to argue over things like that. Public safety is super important here in Costa Rica. And speaking of taking care of one another, healthcare is a right here. It's not a privilege. And if you want to choose to get private health insurance, it isn't completely unaffordable. And I don't want my child to think that the U.S. is the only country in the world like people from the U.S. usually do.
Hi, my name is Laura.
Hey, you ain't have to do us like that. You ain't have to. Oh, I don't know if I can take the U.S. disrespect. I don't know if I can take anymore. I don't know if I can take anymore U.S. disrespect. We finna see what y'all can. Don't keep coming at us like that. You feel me? All right.
The U.S. is the only country in the world like people from the U.S. usually do.
Hi, my name is Laura, and I'm an American living in Germany. And there are a lot of reasons that I don't ever want to leave, but at the top of that list is safety. As a woman, I feel safe, even if it's late at night and even if I'm by myself. Back in Texas, I always felt like I was like more on edge, always like looking behind my shoulder.
See, now we don't talk. You come, but what we not gonna do is come right for Texas. We not gonna come right for Texas. I'm gonna let you finish. But Texas is home. All right.
Myself. Back in Texas, I always felt like I was like more on edge, always like looking behind my shoulder, making sure I knew all my surroundings. And here I just feel really safe. More importantly, though, my husband feels safe here. I've talked about this before, but my husband is a black man. And being a black man in America, being a black person in America, or a person of color, period, in America, the weight of that can be heavy. We're not worried about him getting pulled over by the police and becoming another statistic. And of course, Germany has its own issues with racism, but the peace of mind that we have here, that he has here, is everything. Also, Glühwein beer and fresh bread.
There's a lot of reasons, but I'll just give the simplest one. I'm extremely happy and comfortable where I am.
I feel that.
My top 10, here we go.
Like
Number 1, affordable health care. God forbid something happens, or just living. Everything is affordable, if not free. Number 2, violence. Gun violence. Gun violence in schools. Worrying about my family's safety. 3, deeper relationships. It's not so much about what you do, more about who you are. Quality of life. People really prioritize enjoying their life here, not so much about just getting ahead. 5, education. My daughter's going to be 4 this year. I don't need to start worrying about college tuition. food, the quality is better, so we feel better. The culture, my daughter's in a trilingual school, which is pretty standard here.
That's crazy.
Family values. As a mother of a daughter and a daughter on the way, there is no doubt the family values are stronger here. This is what I want for my family for sure. The consumer culture, it's really not the same. My kid will say, I have enough Barbies. Finally, the proximity to other cultures, countries, and traveling Europe.
So there are a lot of reasons why I would never want to go back to the United States. But the main reason has to do with Article 1 from the German Constitution, and that says that human dignity shall be inviolable. For anyone who doesn't know what inviolable means, it means it is secure from violation. So what that actually means is that there are certain inalienable human rights that are the basis of every community. So with that being said, freedom of speech falls under that. In the United States, you see all sorts of people just going off on each other all the time, insulting each other, flicking each other off, showing each other the stinkfinger in traffic all the time, and that kind of shit just really annoys me. I mean, what purpose does it really serve? Other than just making both parties even more.
That's a part of freedom. I don't like it. Don't get me wrong. I don't like arguing and all that. But that's a part of freedom of speech, ain't it? To be able to go off. No. Now you're free to just speak. Now I'm not saying there's not gonna be consequences. You feel me? All right, keep going. My God, my bad.
And what purpose does it really serve? Other than just making both parties even more angry than they already are. I mean, come on, people, get some therapy. The second one is I am very far away from all these crazy evangelical Christians. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't evangelical Christians here in Germany, but the thing is they're not fucking psychopaths like they are in the United States. Again, there's another video that I really wish I could green screen right now, because there's this gem of a human being that calls herself a Christian on here, when in reality she is just a steaming pile of hot shit. But you didn't hear it from me, ladies and gentlemen, because again, human dignity. Which is, again, why I've chosen not to splice all the videos together and then upload it. Because, again, I'm not trying to necessarily call anybody out and rip apart their own dignity. Another one is capitalism. Now, I'm not saying that Germany isn't a capitalistic country, because, of course, I mean, just go to a mall. Turn on the television. I mean, daily my mailbox is just stuffed full of ads. Yeah. But the almighty dollar is not God here. Again, human dignity is so important. I posted another video yesterday about how 8 people died in a tornado at a candle factory because they were threatened with losing their jobs if they left. People died.
Oh my God.
So candles could be made. And all in all, I'm just happier here. I'm extremely comfortable here. I met the love of my life here. I mean, why would I ever want to leave this place? Personally, I just think the United States is way overrated. It's not what a lot of Americans would want you to believe it is.
So I'm not really going to make...
He really did come at us like, God damn. I'm happy to be in America. Dang. They're savages, man. He was a savage. I like the guy who was just...
A lot of Americans would want you to believe it is.
Basically what it is.
So I'm not really going to make a definitive statement and say why I will never go back, but I will tell you why I will stay away for the time being.
Okay.
I live in Germany because I'm happier in Germany. Germany...
people love Germany.
All of it makes me happy. I'm happy here, which is in relative contrast to what a lot of other people on this app say. A lot of other expats in Germany will say things about the United States that they don't like, and that's why they left. And of course, you know, correlation is not causation, but I can start to glean that maybe you didn't like the United States and you thought you'd find happiness in Germany, which is your absolute right. You can absolutely do that. If you're seeking happiness, that's the best thing. But I left the United States because I had been stationed in Germany before, and I absolutely love Germany. Not because I don't like or cannot tolerate the United States. So I'm not going to say that I'm never going to go back. I'm just saying I'm staying away for now.
Healthcare.
I got you.
I've lived abroad now for, I think, going on 12 years. I've lived in South Korea, Australia, Colombia, and now in Germany. And without a doubt, the number one...
Germany, is that where most Americans go? Is that where when they leave America, they're like, Germany's the place to go and to live in? Is that... Because I've got raving reviews about I might need to visit Germany.
In South Korea, Australia, Colombia, and now in Germany. And without a doubt, the number one reason I still live abroad is healthcare. I have several chronic health conditions, including asthma. And here in Germany, I get my inhalers, my albuterol, for free, which was like mind blowing when that first happened, when I was living, I think, in Korea at the time. But yeah, I get my inhalers for free. As a master's student here, I paid €85 a month for comprehensive health insurance. And during that time, I also had an experimental ear surgery. I had a very severe ear issue, which is very rare. And yeah, I had an experimental surgery and I got an apology letter from my health insurance apologizing that I had to pay €10 for staying an extra night in the hospital. €10. They apologized.
That's it.
Well, I have a long list of reasons why, but I'm going to mention just a few of the more important ones here. Number one, work-life balance. Instead of working 70 hours a week, now I work 35 to 40. And this is considered a lot, especially for my profession as an English teacher. Number two, the relationships you have with other people. They're more based on qualities and characteristics of a person as opposed to status and what you do. Number three, healthcare. Affordable healthcare. Hello. And number four, the lack of violence and extreme racism and all of those things. I mean, don't get me wrong, these things still exist here in Europe, but not to the extent that they do in the United States of America. And number four, the food.
I need to try some different food. Hey, but I understand. I mean, people have different preferences. People want it. The healthcare it seemed like the number one reason for most people, and then you got gun violence and yeah, I think gun violence and that was number two. I understand. I do love America. No, but I definitely want to be able to visit and travel abroad and get to visit all these places. I think that'd be really awesome. But that's all I got for this one. If you guys have a favorite video that you want to see or hear me react to, you can subscribe to Patreon, leave a suggestion, or there's a Google form link in the description. Hit the link, fill out your suggestion, send it to me. You want me to get to yours faster than others, fill out premium. Make sure you hit subscribe. You ring that notification bell. You get a video a thumbs up so it's suggested. Social media Patreon, all up top. You can subscribe to any of it. All the links in the description. All you got to do is hit the link. Follow me. Talk to me. Love talking to you guys. You guys are the most incredible team on YouTube. It's your boy D. Neal. Out.